Good morning, everybody. Today is April 6th, Friday. Positional Heroes coming out today. They did release the players last night on Twitter. It will be offense only today. Go over that real quick. But the market changed last night. Started some sell off, and these people that are selling off right now, who knows what they're selling off for? But they could be just trying to get some of these players. Real quick, some of the players to look at that have already been affected. This Will Shields 94 last night went down to 100K that I saw. It could have went down. I wasn't on all night. I popped in, but it went down to 100K. I bought one at 100 and 10. This is a good card if you can get it for under 100. I think it's a buy on this card. People um, will pay. I mean, 130. Now, this card realized did drop to 100 last Saturday. Same thing as last night. But when you put it in an Ultimate Legend, it's still a good card, even with the positional heroes, even with the Easter promos, even with everything else out there. These Ultimate Legends are still good cards. I think they're still going to be good cards for a few more weeks till we get to all 99s. The other thing to realize with offensive linemen, they always have a higher price, and they're typically the last ones that people upgrade. People might have 98s, 97 wide receiver, quarterback, half. They're going to, and tight end, they're going to fill up those first. And then if they have 97s there, they're going to settle for 94s and 95s and offensive linemen until they can afford it. Some people will never upgrade. Just again, my opinions. Some people will never upgrade their offensive line once they get to a 94. Just because you don't have the funds, and there's always offensive players, which are more exciting. You play with them. Quarterback, that's the player that touches the ball the most. And guess what? Those are the ones you can get the best deals on, not to resell, but to play with. So you got to realize that. So this one, if you can get it, I think for 100 or 90, if it drops down to 90, I think it's a buy. This 95 I got for 124 and 133 last night. This 154 and 158, those are both mine, just to show you the type of margins that I'm looking for. I'm trying to do a quick turnaround. Honestly, I don't think they're going to sell in this hour. It's too early and people are waiting, but I'm going to put them out there. Gone over this before. If possible, do not put it out there for 8, 12, or 24 hours. These might not be as bad because there's not as many of them when put in 94, 95 or Ultimate Legend. But typically, you just want to make sure that yours is appearing on that first page. It's kind of like a website showing on the first page of Google. If you have, there's a bunch of a player out there, elites, elite tokens. There's just saturated in the market, even though you might be the lowest, it might not show up because you might have to filter. It goes by time remaining first, is going to be the first internal filter. So you put them out there for an hour. If they don't sell, don't worry. Put them out there for another hour. But maybe at night before you go to bed, if you want to put them out there for 8 or 12 hours. But even still, if you ever did that, they usually don't sell until towards the end of that 8 hours. That's not because the price is bad. So I think this card right here, I think 110 is the number on it. 110, 120 maybe. I just feel this one's going to drop today or tomorrow morning. And again, I've gone over this earlier in the week. Tomorrow morning, there will be some sell off. The Ultimate Legends, the people like myself that did not fill their Ultimate Legend giveaway, will get another one tomorrow. And there will be some sell off. There just won't be as many as last week because most people did log in every week, and most people weren't like me and made a mistake with one card. I don't know if I put in an elite or. So I think that like a card like this, you can either try to steal them and put together a set for your team, if you want to try to resell it, this one right here, you want to be able to resell it for 130 to 1. Well, I think if you can sell it for, you can buy it and sell it for 130 and make a 15K. I think that's the number. Don't see this card going under. But you never know. I mean, again, these are my opinions. Here's another one that Alec Mack really affected. This is a better card than the Mac Easter promo card. This one went down to 149 last night. I bought one, and look, it looks like you're going to be able to buy them all day today, and tomorrow people are going to be selling these for the Mac card, or the people that did get those 60 eggs, which was crazy because everybody thought that Mac card was going to go for 700 or a million, and it's going for 300K on the open market. That, if you wanted, don't do the 60 eggs. You're spending $500,000 to 600K for a 300K. You put them in twos, and you just you grind it, and you sell those 12K players for every 2 eggs. You get 30 12K players, and get your money back. 30 times 12 is 360K. You could actually take that 360K and buy a Mac, which is not that good of a card if you look at the speed. This Bruce Matthews Ultimate Legend is a better card. But this one, I paid 149. Not the best buy. I thought it was a good buy because that's the first time I saw this card at 149. Just to put it in perspective, this card I bought for 188 last Saturday. I sold within an hour for 288 within an hour. Once it dropped, because it hit a low and then it came back up. What happened when I put it up for 288? There was none on the market. This, there's a bunch now because people were buying the Ultimate Legends, but there's not a bunch, or 10. What's going to happen is there's going to be less. There's going to be a time when there's only 2 of them up in this card. So people that are putting together sets, they're not going to have an option. And those are the things I think that you want to take advantage. So let me see if there's any other. That's really it. This Night Train Lane, it's dumping right now. I do think it'll come back up. I do think it's a 125, 130 card. I wouldn't pay 100. I think it's going to drop down to 85 to 90 either today or tomorrow morning. I do have 2 of them that I paid 1 and 104. I thought I was going to be able to flip them yesterday. I wasn't able to at 125, 123, 119. I was not able to sell them. So, right now there's a sell-off 108. This is still a good deal. If you wanted to put this on your team, 108 is a good number. Not a good number to resell it right now. I don't think it's going to be a good number ever to resell it, but there's a limited amount of these cards out. So again, people that don't want to grind and do the 25,000 yards and 250 TDs, passing TDs, which I haven't even completed yet. It's because I'm done with that. As I get there, I'll get there, but I'm not focusing on it. So this card right here, if it drops down, I think it's going to drop down to 80K. I think 80K is a buy. I think that you can sell it worst case scenario for 99. If it goes lower than 80K, I would buy as many. Good. But you got to have the coin. The more coins you spend on a card, the more risk there's going to be. You got to realize that. It's not always best to try to pay 120 for it and make a quick 80 or make 80K. Because if the market changes, like the Zach Martin, look at why I haven't looked today, but let's look. 150. This dropped to 130 or 135 last night. I bought one for 135. Not the best deal out there though. With Yanda out there, who I have, which is a better card in the Easter promo. This dumped. I do think it'll come back up, but I think the number on this is going to be 160, 150 to 160. I still think that this is an excellent card. Look at it. Now, I can't go over every card. I'm going over the cards that I know. Typically, I stick in that 94, 95, as I have said before. But as you can see, he's very comparable in most, except for pass block. And speed, he's higher, which I think is a big factor in right guard, especially if you run a lot of stretches or sweeps, or when they're pulling off tackles, counters. But it's comparable card. This Yonda is going for 300. It was going for 390. I haven't checked today. Yesterday, last night, it was going for 340, 350. Tell me, is Marshall Yonda 2 times better than Zach Martin? No, definitely not. So just realize that. What Yonda's going for is going to predicate what Martin goes for. Right now, that's not the case. But once the dust settles and all the Yondas are out there, that's what it's going to go. That's how it's going to go. What one goes for is going to affect the other. Right now, Yonda is not twice as good as Martin. Yonda's a 250 card. Martin's a 175, 180 card, 150 worst case scenario, depending on how many 99s come out. So just beware. It's not a time to sell this card. It drops down to 120, 125. Buy. Don't think it's going to go lower than that. I think you're safe. The ultimate goal is you want to try to make coins, but you want to try to limit. So worst case scenario, you got to think about that. Worst case scenario, what can I sell? I think if you get it for 120, worst case scenario, you can sell it for 135 and break even. And even if you put yourself in a position where UK, as long as you have the coins, I have 1 million right now. But I have a lot tied up in some stuff. So some of the players that are out there, this one right here, Brandon Scherf. Let's see what this one's going for, right? So this is one of the cards. Now everybody's saying that the elites, right guard, again, you got Yonda out there. So this one isn't sought after right now, going for 24. And people are saying that you're gonna need that to get him. Zach Ertz, this is the one. Again, this one hasn't gone up too much, and the reason why is because there's Vernon Davis, because there's Jordan Reed, because there's Evan Ingram, which are better cards than the Zach Ertz. The people that are going to buy this card are going to be Eagles fans, Zach Ertz fans, the Ben Zach Ertz fans. It's not that good of a card. So right now, the market hasn't come up yet, and there's still quite a few out there, but I don't know about the opportunity. This is a risky one at 17 because it's an 80, and even if you put in an elite set, it just ruins the amount you spend. There's another one. I'm gonna take a chance on this. If this goes in the set, I think his kick power is 98 kick. So let's see what they're going for. Okay, they're going for 28. I bought a few this morning when I first got up for 15K, I believe. I think this one's going to be a good one. How many of them are out there? Yeah, there's quite a few out there. And you can see these people that are putting out there for 150. They're doing one of two. They're trying to wait and be high, or they might have all of these and put the ones out there for 150 so they can sell the ones for 30 that they bought for 3 because it's an 80. Again, I don't know if it's going to be needed, but from what I'm hearing, these are the cards that are going to. So that's another one that is in the promo. That's one that I like. Another one is Kareem Hunt. Thing with Kareem Hunt, I'm not sure if you're gonna need this one, right? I don't know, and I don't know what the demand is going to be for this. Well, he had a good year. A lot of Kansas City Chiefs fans out there. He's exciting. He's an exciting player. But you got Barry Sanders. You still got Bo Jackson, a great card. you just get a lot of halfbacks. I don't know what the demand is for that. And then there's the gold. So I don't know. You might need both of these for the set. You might not. But look at the gold. I mean, this is a 3 to 4K card. Most people put them in sets. But as you can see, some people are anticipating it going up. And even at 18K, if you had it for 4K, you're making 400. So that's another one that's in there. Let me see if I have any. Again, offense this week. So let's go and look. I can pull them up. And you just go to Twitter, Madden Ultimate Team on Twitter. We're going to go to, and the filter to use, if you put elite here, everything's going to show up. So you put in program, you put in core elite. Most people are going to know this. And see this Odell Beckham. I got this free in a pack. I sold it for $159. All right, and just to show you the Will Shields, 138.6. This is one I paid 124 for. So there are people still buying right now. And again, I'm not trying to make huge margins right now. If you're trying to sell to free up some coins, take a small margin. But let's go in and look. I'm doing this before the promo comes out. So you go to program, you go to core elite, and let's go to the first card and Breeze. And you don't have to put in the whole name. But let's just narrow it down even more. So you got this elite card. Drew Brees is going to be the quarterback for the positional hero. As you can see, this card has already gone up. I do not have any of them. But this is a card that you would have got for, 8, 10K. Maybe 20 because it's Drew Brees. And it's gone up. And there are so many. So this is one that looks like people were holding on to, anticipating him to come out either as a power up or they got lucky in their positional hero. So I don't see any buying there. But again, if those cards go up to Odell Beckham, which I sold for 159, 50K is a good buy. I think that there's risk there. Next one is going to be Julio Jones. Now this is going to be a sought after card. The Breeze will be too, because there's a lot of Breeze fans. But this one right here, this one is going to be I think the highest out of all. And as you can see, insane. So the promo hasn't even started, but because we already know the players, everybody's anticipating. These are going for 150. Now this you probably could have bought for 40, 50K. A lot of people put them. I think there's a power up. So a lot of people probably put them in the power up, but now they're going for 150. I'm not going to touch it. It's just too much risk at that price. Even if they went up to 300, I'm not going to feel bad because the availability. You just don't know how many are out there. So, but a card like that, you got to realize people were using them or keeping them. So another one is, and I missed this one because I had them on my team as a flashback for months. And there's probably going to be too many Smiths, but it's Tyron Smith. This one's going to be a good card. He was a good card as a flashback. He's going to be a good card as a positional hero. And you can tell a lot of people are doing this. This 75, if I could get it for 75, I might buy this card. I don't think there's going to be a lot of them out there. But this is a good card. If I had more coins, I would buy that one for 90. But I'm kind of waiting. So that's the next one. After that, we got Darrell Williams. Go in. And realize if you can get these offensive linemen, these are the ones to get. Not a lot of them out there. People forget about them. They're going to go after those Julio. And Darrell Williams is going to be. Well, let's see what he's going for. Sorry. No, for core elite. Not out there. We'll see what happens. People are either holding on to him. Right tackle. This. See, this one's going for 10K. See, I'm just not sure. I'm not going to buy it. Next one is going to be Kyle Jusic. Probably J-U-S and be fine. And go to fullback. Because we haven't had a good fullback come out, yeah, this is gonna be a sought after card. 98 fullback. Yeah, this is gonna be a good card. 100K. Who knows what it goes up to? Probably not a lot of them out there. This is one that everybody probably put in elite packs when they needed elite tokens, thinking this is a good. But it looks like market's already up on it. So let's go to the next one. Is going to be Greg Zuerlein, which I already went over, and let's go to Fitzgerald. This is going to be a sought after because it's fan based. Sure, he's money. How many Fitzgeralds can there be? All right, so the market's already come up on this one at 72.5. Let's see how many of them are out there. You see, I don't know, but you see how these most feared are that much money? I guess people are thinking that these are going to be needed set. Like this one for 650. I guess people are thinking that's going to be needed set along with these core elite. I don't know. Can't tell you. But that's the next one. Zach Ertz, we already went over. And Incognito. Let's see if there's any opportunity here. Richie Incognito, left guard. And yeah, not much opportunity here. So people aren't sure which one it is or if you need both. These are already going for 100. And look at the flashbacks going for 91. 190, I mean. 102. Yeah, I'm out. Next one is Brandon Scherf, which I already went over. Kareem Hunt, I went over. Rodney Hudson. This one's going to affect the Matthews card too, but I don't think. No, I think it'll affect it initially, but I don't think it's going to affect it in the long run. Go to center. Okay, buy it now. All right, as you can see, the MUT Heroes card is actually going for less than the 4 Elite. Let's see if there's anything good here. 67 speed, 95 pass block, 98 run block, 90 strength, which again doesn't matter, 97 awareness, 92 stamina, 73 agility, and impact blocking at 98. So it's a good card, but you got Matthews out there. I'm just not a buyer. If they put this one in there and you get it for 25 right away, after you find out what's needed in the set, I would do it. So that's what you got for this week. Somebody that MUT Gamer made a good point last night when I was watched his YouTube. He said, right now is the time to sell your defense and buy your offense, non-positional hero player. That's what it is right now. Let's do our daily 94 to 95. See how they're affected real quick. There might be some opportunity on the Easter promo, some sell-off there. You know, you start getting those cards for the 94, 95s for 40K. There might be some sell-off. So keep an eye on that. People might take their eye off the ball there. And let's see if anything's affected yet. Bunch of Tyrod Taylors out there. So, you know, if you could get those for 40, I would still buy them. Dante Culpepper, I think it, you know, I've always thought that this is a good card. You could sell it for 120 minimum. But, you know, if I had more coins, I would buy this for 100. Let's see, if this one right here, this Dante Culpepper, if this drops to 80 or 90, you're going to be able to sell for 109, worst case scenario. Steve Young's, they would have to go down to 70. Culpepper, not as many Culpeppers as Steve Young. And nothing affected there. Let's go to halfback and see if Kareem Hunt's done to the market. Real quick on this Earl Campbell, if you could ever buy it for 35 or 40, put it out there for 59. Quick, easy money. High margin percentage-wise and no risk. This is a good card to buy. These are the cards. If you don't have a lot of coins, these are the ones that you want to get. You want to pay that 40, maybe 42, 43. Quickly sell it for 59, maybe 65. Make a huge margin. I mean, that's a 33% margin with no risk. What's the worst it's going to go down to? What's the worst you could lose? The worst you could lose is 40K if you pay 40K. But you're never going to lose that. So these, I think, if you don't have a lot of coins and you don't mind putting them on and off, these are the kind of cards to get. You know, this Jerome Bettis, you know, at 55, this is still a buy at 55. But if it went down to 45 to 48, it's a buy. Buy them. Again, not much risk there. And you can see the Barry Sanders. Guys, this Barry Sanders. This is going to be a good card. This drops down to 90 or 100 like it did last Saturday. I still think it's a buy. This LaShawn McCoy, right now there's just not a lot out. But this LaShawn McCoy, I mean, this thing dropped to 88 last. It's not going to sell at 175, I can tell you that. But it dropped down to 88 last. You can buy it for 75 to 80. Still think it's a buy. Bo Jackson, you can get this for 130 to 140. It's a buy. There's not going to be much risk there. This is a good card. Unless you have maybe Chris Johnson or the new Barry Sanders, you know, that's it. Let's go to wide receiver. Schuster's down to 59 minimum yesterday. Look at this. I'll buy this. Right. So something like this, there were only a few under 70. So for an hour, I'm going to put this out there at 72.5 and try to make a quick buy. Again, low margin, no risk. You know, that Julio Jones card was going to affect a lot of receivers. So we'll go to 72.5. These are the type of margins, you know, if you can be safe, I think you're good. Real quick, this is the card. Let's see, I'm going to go over this quick. There's 2 for 60 and then mine for 75. I mean, I could buy all and probably make 15K with no risk. So this Warfield was down to 90 last night. Again, you know, I have a lot of money tied up in tokens, a lot of coins. Here's the card to look at. This Julio Jones back up to 230. This down as low as 150 last Saturday. This is the card. If you have coins, you'd ever steal this card. This is already going down. It's a 400K card, 450. If you can get this card for 250, if the market just dumped on it and you can get it for 250, I would buy it. If I see it for 250, if I saw one for 250 right now, I would buy. I wouldn't worry. Worst case scenario, you're going to sell it for 299 to break even. You got to sell it for 275. And everybody likes Jerry Rice. This was a limited time Super Bowl. So there's not a lot of them out there. So those are the ones, like this Keenan Allen for 350. So just keep an eye on something like this, Jerry Rice. That's an investment, I think, if it gets lower. Antonio Brown. Wow. 285. And that card you buy for 150 to 180 last. I don't think. But that's what I got today. I'm going to try to get on later on after I see exactly what you need for this promo. Analyze it and see if there's some opportunities out there. I'm not going to go over any more now. But till next time, hope you enjoyed it. Till next time, all the best. Have a great day.